we pushed them to try to get in the paint and attack. I thought we took care of the ball in the third, but we got into the paint, and that gave us, I think, not only rim opportunities, but also opened us up for some threes and shot the ball well. But the defense was key.
Talk about the hard ass mentality and how has that been contagious for our group, and how has that helped the team overall? That mentality, extra professional.
I think ever since Blake joined us, he went from an all-star player for the most part in his career to a role player with us, and he accepted it and I think attacked that role. And so it's been amazing to see him. We saw it against Milwaukee in the playoffs, but his ability to throw his body around, take charges, rebound, set good screens, do all the little things has been outstanding. And I think, we're recognizing that our group has to be that way this year. We're not just going to outscore people. So I think the guys' willingness to fight and compete and do it together has been, very key to our season thus far.
On Zoom.
Hey, Coach. You had 6 players in double figures scoring, and then you also played strong on defense. I think you had 27 assists. Is this kind of an embodiment of the way you want this team to play? Just fluid on offense, competitive on defense, and then when it comes down to it, having your 2 stars hitting shots that matter?
Yeah, I mean, take away, I think, 3 offensive rebounds in the first quarter that led to layups. The defense was really strong. In the second, we had some slippage. I think that was down to turnovers. They got out and ran, got easy baskets. So, the turnovers and the offensive rebounds, again, were an issue. Offensively, there were pockets of play where we were really happy with it. We still have to push to play that way naturally and from start to finish. But that was a team that makes it very difficult to play the way we want to play. They're long and athletic. They can junk up the game. They can switch everything. They can go zone. They can match up. They can trap. They're great at scrambling. And so you have to be sharp. You have to be sharp. So I thought tonight, obviously we made some shots, but, we're really sharp just with our intent and purpose offensively for stretches. And that's what got us through.
Brian Lewis.
Hey, Steve. Was this the best that you have seen James at getting into the paint so far this year? And could you see his early success at penetration building his confidence, especially by the fourth quarter?
Yeah, for sure. I thought in the first half he didn't give himself enough credit. I thought he had opportunities to attack more, and I tried to, implore him to go and to be aggressive. And I thought in the second half he was excellent. So it's in this game, the Atlanta game, games when he gets to the paint, he can really cause a lot of problems for the defense.
Steve, what, if anything, does it mean to you to get the win here in Canada as your first visit here as an NBA head coach?
That means a lot. This is a very special place for me. Not obviously Canada, but Toronto. I've spent, so much of my time here. I have so many close friends, relationships, and memories in the city. I have a lot of admiration for the Raptors organization and Nick Nurse. So to get a win here is special for me. And I think this is a really tough team here in Toronto, and I have great fans, great place to play. And so for me, this is definitely a sweet one.
Go ahead.
Hey, Steve. I think tonight was Kevin Durant's 3rd game with 25, 5, and 5 at least, and 4th 30-point game this season. What are you seeing from him, especially because, I think the previous time he was on this court was when he got hurt in the finals against the Raptors. So to go from there to the way he's playing now, what are you seeing in Durant?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about this was the scene of the catastrophe, so to speak. And but Kevin's, like we've said since day one, he's been unbelievable this season, both ends of the floor, rebounding, scoring, facilitating. And I think that's under a team that's trying to find itself. So, I think we can even make things a little bit easier for him at times, but that'll take time, as we keep saying, as we figure out how to find this identity that we're pushing them for. And that's a process, but, that doesn't detract seemingly ever from how elite he is, how efficient he is, and how well-rounded he is.
Alex.
Hey, Steve. LaMarcus obviously wasn't scoring a lot today, but he had 5 assists. Just what do you see from him as from a playmaking perspective?
Just a smart player. He has a feel for the game. He's able to do some things defensively with his intelligence and experience. He's able to play make. At times he knows how to facilitate, at least keep the offense moving. So, I think there's a lot of experience that goes along with just his shot making ability. So tonight he helped us, even though he wasn't making shots the way we're accustomed to him making them.
You already said that the Raptors make it tough on you offensively to run what you want to run, but when they have those really long switchable groups out there, those groups specifically, how do those really make it tough for your guys to get into the directions?
I think the tendency sometimes when you have long defenders and they're well coached, they play in the gaps and they put doubt in your mind is you can get stagnant, you can get stationary and static, and that just feeds into their length and their defense. So, it's important not to allow that to slow you down.
Last question, Chris.
Hey, Coach. You went with DeAndre Bembry for a long stretch down there in the fourth quarter. I'm just, what have you seen from him, and what was able to work for him against the Raptors tonight?
He just plays hard. He's long and athletic for us. He flies around, plays with great energy, and offensively, he's a willing screener and cutter. And defensively, we know he can be disruptive. So